What we're finding in our pasture-based systems is when we have white clover in those swards, we're finding that the rumens are emptying faster. So the rate of digestion and the rate of rumen disappearance is faster. And the animal seems to hit that set point of stimulating a meal earlier. And across the day then she achieves higher meal bouts and ultimately higher dry matter intake. So that rate of rumen emptying seems to be stimulating dry matter intake. We see it in our studies where we do rumen evacuations. So you can see here a grass-only treatment and a grass clover treatment. And you can see that the grass clover has lost its kind of structural integrity. It's rapidly digesting. It's very, I suppose, the particle sizes are breaking down quicker as well. And just start to see the difference between the two. But again, lending itself towards that rumen disappearance, encouraging dry matter intake. When we look at a systems level, so when we do our larger herd size, those evacuation studies are with a couple of cows, cannulated cows. When we look at our herd level system experiments, we find a consistent increase in dry matter intake. So we see about 0.5 to 0.8 kilos more dry matter intake when we have adequate white clover in our swards. We tend to see it in the summer and the autumn, in the periods where that white clover is representing more of the sward. So you can just see here it's lower in our spring and peaks are kind of late summer into autumn. That also seems to kick on in terms of milk sod performance as well. So we can see in our grass only versus our grass clover, quite similar performance in that early period where white clover is low. And then as we move into the main grazing season, those performances start to separate from the higher clover contents. So just kind of bringing that rumen disappearance all the way through to animal performance.